Hey cuties, what's up? We're back with some more of the daily N.O.D.E, and today we are going to be doing a syringe, I guess, like a medical syringe. I'm just putting the suns inside this. I forgot to actually make a new thing, but that's fine. I'm just gonna... Why could I rename this? Hello? There we go. Suns. I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to save it as syringe. So we're doing a syringe today. We're just going to be doing something simple, I'd argue. I'm kind of running out of things to do for the daily N.O.D E. Like I keep saying, if you have any suggestions, let me know. And like I did last time, I'm going to start doing every time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hype, and comment if you enjoy this series. Also over there, you have the QR code to go to my throne and help me fund a new PC, because again, my PC is, like 12 years old. And it does struggle to do this kind of stuff. I mean, it struggles to do everything, record videos in general, but that's just that. So I'll just let that rotate one more time and then we'll get to it. So I do have table here written down, cardboard box, soda, treasure chest, padlock, crystals, CRT, just like random stuff I could think of. But again, today we are doing a syringe. A specific kind of syringe too, like an older looking one, not like the plastic ones. We guess we'll start with a cylinder. I guess. Just instantly start editing that. It needs to be pulled up. Anyways, let's scale this on the Z. Just scale it down just so I can see. I think that's decent enough length. We can give it a little bit more length. But that right there is already fine. Then we're gonna go and actually gonna cut the top and bottom off. Oops, don't want to do that. The faces. Then go ahead and select everything and do the standard insert faces so we can get like cuts on the top and bottom. And add a solidify to this, which is going to be set to be really thin. That's already kind of like thin, but maybe we can go like 0.8 to thin it a bit more, maybe even like a 6. Just make that really thin. Also today, obviously, we're using all of the ambiance that I have, not just that one song that's like an hour long. So yeah, that's fine. We don't really need a lot for this. So we'll live with that. Shade smooth. Probably need to, cut this just in case for later, so it doesn't have like the weird lines when we're looking at the shadow. This is of course just going to be glass. We gotta remember what we did with the thing yesterday, and it wasn't that big of a deal. I don't remember if I had done anything weird with this part. So, we're using, we kind of have to use alpha blends for something like this. Transmission, not that really matters. Maximum coat. 1.45, I guess. Roughness max. Metallic up to max. And then Just need to lower the alpha down to like a 0.05, I guess. Then, I mean, that already looks nice like that, but then we can come over here and do what we did yesterday as well, which is we need to grab the inputs. Hold on, let me cut real quick. Yeah, just microphone just constantly, slowly falling down. So I have to keep coming back and pulling it up. I just don't want it to be like really loud or anything, which is why I have to tab out and do that. So input, Frenzel, that we want a color ramp, but we're going to put the color ramp at the back of this. Put that in there. We want a add shader, combine these two shaders together, plug that in. That's supposed to be there. And then we need to like lower this. Just to give it that white edge on the sides there. So that's done. I mean, other than the writing that you would put on it, that's done. Probably should see what happens if we want to like unwrap that. Yeah, it just goes into a circle like that. Probably want to cut it here, like a mark seam there, and then unwrap that into a perfect thing there. So let's go ahead and do the top. Which of course is just going to be another cylinder. I'm probably going to take some liberties here with the inside and not really bother too much about making it accurate. It just needs to look nice. So that should be going into that. Go ahead and edit this. Scale this to about there, perhaps. Grab the top of this, pull that down to there, but that is too big. So we want it to be bigger than that, but not by a lot. That go down to about there. We can increase this size a bit. And then we will... I'm going to bevel these edges. But it's like, okay, I need to create this though to the extension past that. So scale that down to here. Extrude that up about there, then extrude that up again to... It needs to be about the same size as this. So I'm actually gonna just grab that and move it down. Then we can push this down to be about the same size as that. And then again, extrude that up just a little bit. Also, I'm just noticing my mic is syncing again. I just moved it again. Now it's like above me, so it should slowly sink into position instead of being too high. Okay, so now we need to start attempting to fix the aesthetic here. Probably should add a face into the center of that before I start doing anything. So take that and that and bevel this in by a decent amount. Just spinning the middle mouse button there. Then this needs to be pushed out, which is going to be a extrude. So I'm going to press E, then scale that with the S, then X, then Shift Z to remove Z from the axes that I'm going to be using, and then push that out a bit. So now that's slightly pushed out. And then this, we're going to scale that in and then bevel that so it curves like that, curves up into that. Then probably we'll take it's going to be hard to do this, take these edges though and bevel them down. I say it's hard because there's not a lot of room for them to be beveled. There we go. Then the top of that is probably just find the way it is. Insert faces into that. And then just do that, not that we really need to. Because how thin would the needle have to be? I mean, I can make the needle now and have it connected to this, but I don't know how long or anything that's supposed to be, or how thin. So then we're just gonna go ahead and shrink this down to be really small. Probably this as well. Take that and shrink that too. We're gonna go ahead and insert faces into this as well. And then same thing here, because it also could have them. Hopefully that actually moved. Yeah, you can see it there. So that's fine. I don't think I needed to bevel this edge. Maybe I should have. Just moving it so I can actually get a decent curve on this. That seems fine. There we go. I honestly feel like this should be bigger than that. By big, I mean this should be extended higher. Okay, now we have that. They'll probably want to be a little bit more fancy, which would require me to find the center here. Push that to there. Then insert. Do I want to push that in? Yeah, I think we do. So we have to come inside here and extrude this upwards so it goes over that. Then insert face into this here, and then extrude that down. And move that up to there. So now this is hollow-ish. It's hard to describe because you can't see what's happening. I guess if I do this, you'll be able to see. If I turn the rendering on. This glass is slotting into the plastic. So there's a rim here that it's inside, and this is being pushed into the glass. I kind of feel like I need to come in here, and is it this? Is that what I'm looking for? No, because I want this. I think I need to like scale that in so it's closer to the edge there. There we go. Shade that smooth. Then this is just your standard metal texture. We don't need anything fancy here, right? We just need roughness maxed down, metallic all the way up. That's just like, what level of shine do you want? You know, like perfect? Do you want like really blown out? You know, like that. The color, I don't like the color, but the color looks like that because of the HDRI, not because of the, what you call it. For some reason this doesn't look nice right here. It's just because this isn't, well, I know why, because I didn't do this. That's why it looks weird. I didn't do that. I guess I could just do this too, even though that feels like overkill. I don't know. I can modify this later too. Well, I probably should just do it now. I don't know what the inside of this would look like. You know, like... Also, where is this stuff? I put it in the wrong spot. This should be over here. You know, like how thin is this gonna be, basically is what I'm saying. Like, would the hole be like that, or what? Would it be thinner? Let's Control plus to take that and just scale it down again. Then I'm just gonna take that and extrude it upwards. Like, the inner mechanics of this don't really matter. Like, I don't need it to be this detailed, question mark, because nobody's going to be looking in there, so just scale that, scale that. So they just have like that, but I don't think that's what this would look like, right? We're just making the assumption that that is what it would look like without actually knowing. I don't know why this feels so off. It's fine. Yeah, something's up with this. I don't know what it is. I think max shine is too much. Why does this look so weird? Maybe I just need to add some frenzel to this too. I'll probably do that. So to do that easily, you would just come over here to the glass, grab this, Control C to copy, come over here, Control V to paste that, then just plug this into there and that into there. And now it has a forced white outline, just like the glass. Right now the bottom. Let me do the inside first. So this and a cylinder. Scale this down. Again, I'm taking liberties here again. I can't quite see where the solidify here goes, but this is probably good enough, right? That's probably fine there. Scale this on the Z so it's like here. Beveling that. Sort of faces on that. And then we're just going to take this and put it inside of this. We're going to put it like here because I want this to be filled in with like liquid, I think. So we'll put that in to there, and that's going to be like a black. Possibly even like a shiny black. This is the top, we'll just call that. This is the glass. And why are you... Stop spawning stuff in there. Like, nobody is clicking on that. What would you call this? The pushing thing? I don't know. I'm just gonna call it the stopper because I don't know what to call it. That's not what it is. New... I'm just gonna call this rubber. And black. It'd like be like pretty shiny, maybe like a 0.2, but not like completely reflective. Oh, I don't think I shaded smooth this. There we go. So something rubber would be like a more matte color like this. So we'll just leave that like that. Then we need to do the bottom now. So go ahead and move that up there. It's going to be the same as the thing on top. Try to make it as wide as the part up top. I think that's probably acceptable for right now. At the bottom face, move this up. I think this is as big as we want this to be, so I need to... I'm gonna cut. I'm doing this in like a weird way. I'm gonna cut here. Then I'm gonna grab the bottom of this and then push that up. Then I'm gonna extrude, scale, X, and then shift Z, and then I'm gonna scoot it in. That's actually also showing me that this needs to be smaller than that as well. And then we're just gonna go ahead and bevel this into oblivion. One second though. Just trying to get into a more comfortable position for this. Then back to what I was doing. I'm gonna bevel this, maybe like extremely. And bevel that. Come into here, insert faces there. Insert faces on the bottom, in the middle. the center here. There we go. Pull that in, just scale that to there, perhaps. Then move that up. I just extruded that up. Then plug that into the thing there. I guess that's not how that would work. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let me get rid of the glass so I can see what I'm doing. Because this isn't the thing that has the glass in it. It's, or not the glass, but the, what you call it? The pole that goes through. I have these two faces here. I don't know if there's any easy way for me to get them to be the same. Oh, I need to get rid of the top. It's in the way. And the stopper. I can remove faces here, but they're not linked, obviously. That's the bottom. But I guess I could just take this and scale it until it's right above it and just have it eyeballed like that. Then scale on the X and Y to there, I guess. I don't know if it needs to be as thin or not. Scale X, Y. Again, that is a hitting S to scale, and then X, and then Shift Z to remove Z from the scaling. Don't ask me why they decided that's how they wanted that to be done. Then I'm just gonna take those sides and fill them in, then I'll grab the edge. Yep, nope, that is not correct. What did that look like that? Is that not right? I don't know why that looked so weird. Then grab the edge there, and then press F until it's all the way on the other side. To fill that in, I'm just going to go ahead and mesh normals set from faces just to fix any issues that might have occurred from doing it. And we're going to insert faces into you, insert faces into you, mesh normals, recalculate outside, normals set from faces. The normals were kind of bugged out there. This needs to be there. Again, the faces keep getting screwed up. I don't know why. Everything's solid, so that's weird. Okay, now we have that on the bottom. Now do we do the same thing with the glass though, which was to have it going through the object a bit. Like we can do that, that's not a issue, it's just a matter of getting the space right. I might just like cut into this, like cut to here, then cut to there, then take this and extrude that down on the Z. Hello Z. Undo that, since I don't know why it's not letting me drag down on the Z. It's trying to do it on the Y for some reason. Okay, it's going down on the Z right now, even though you can't see it. So then you just pull this down to there, I guess. We need to insert faces. There potentially, and on the other side, which is like impossible to see that. I guess we could just do that. Like so, and then we're gonna have to do a cut here as well. Redo that. I don't know why I'm having to constantly reset from faces with this one. then the glass goes inside that. Again, this is 100% not accurate to what this actually is constructed, or how this is constructed. So there we have that now. Then we need to make the next piece. I need to see the length. So I need the stopper to be actually where it would be at the very top here. Like that. So that I can add a cylinder up here to this, to like there, scale it on the Z. I shouldn't even be doing this in this. Let me just change the scale there. Remember, that is Control A to change something's scale back to zeros. We're gonna go ahead, and why can't I grab that? Hello? Because it said the cut turned on. This to like here. Does it matter how long that is? As long as it's piercing that. Go ahead and grab the side here, insert faces, because this is probably going to be metal too, so it needs to be shined up. You can take that as well. Grab the top here, insert faces. Make that metal. We have that going through that, and then now we can construct this cylinder. Get me into there. Like basically touching that. That should be just taking everything and hitting them with the scale reset. Okay, for this, we're doing something weird. In fact, I should maybe even delete this and add a cylinder again, but then remove the vertices here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe they get an 8. So that we can get like an octagon. I don't know if we want like a hexagon instead. Like maybe. Let's go with the hexagon. So you go hexagon for this part. This is like a fashion choice. I don't know why it would look like this, because I'm looking at a syringe right now. Because I don't understand any necessity for this to be that way. This needs to be shade smooth. For this to be shaped like this. Doesn't need to be pretty long though. Just decided to skip the song there because it's basically just going to be nothing for like an hour. Like no sound. Okay, so you need like this top part about there, and then this part should be about here. It's bigger than the top. Might even like take this and scoot that up. I feel like I need to take this and just move it down actually. To give me more breathing room, then we can move that up. Yeah, we need more room for this. Centerpiece, however, needs to be then pulled in a decent chunk, maybe even more than that. Then we can bevel that. I kind of want this to be even more than that, and then we can bevel there. This wants to be flat. We're gonna have to like shade this flat and shade this smooth against each other, I think. Like maybe it's fine to not do anything with it. I don't know. We'll have to see. This microphone's gonna drive me crazy because I'm constantly moving it around. Okay. Is that too big? No, that's fine. Granted, this does look too big, actually. Like maybe everything else is okay, but like this needs to be big, but not that big. And even like this, perhaps if I can get to the top of that, yeah, describing the top of this can go to be flatter than that. Also, I wanted this to be extended outward, so extrude, scale X, shift Z to pull this outwards. Like that. Move this back into place. You can do the same thing with this, extrude, scale X, shift Z to force this outwards. We might want to spin this, like rotate on the Z, 45? 45? No. It needs to be a 90. Rotate Z 90. So that the sharp edge is here, so we have flats on these sides. So we can have the rings plugged into that. I think that's like okay. Again, I might have to come in here and take this. Get rid of that. Then shade smooth here and keep everything else flat. So like that's smooth, but it turns into a flat zone. And then we can maybe just cut downwards to try to help with its thing. I'll even like add some faces like here and here. To try to keep it like nice of the smooth into that solid color. And that's how you can like smooth it and flatten a object at the same time. You can just select an area and smooth it and edit. We need a cylinder into a loop with this, but we need to do something weird here. I don't know if I want to do this or what, but I might have to cut this in half because I don't want to have to do it on both sides. Like, take this, delete the vertices, generate mirror. I guess why is not the right. I guess it needs to be on the Y. I was looking at it the wrong way, that's why. Oh, if that's the case, I need to spin it back. I wasn't thinking about it correctly. Just undo that. Because this is the front. Rotate Z90. Now with the sides again. Now we can remove the vertices here and then generate our mirror. So the top of this is going to be hollow, right? Yeah, it's going to be hollow. We're going to have to refill that in later. Mirror. Clipping, of course. Yeah, because now the top and bottom are like that. Doesn't matter. Now I wanted to do that because I might just come into here, insert a face. Scale on the Y, that face like that. And then try to extend out. I'm extruding right now. Extend out into a ring. Which I think isn't really going to happen very easily. We can still try to kill this face. Kill that face. Of course I could just take this. I mean like how do I get like just a perfect circle? I guess it's not that hard, just so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm just doing that just to get the things out of here. There we go. You can try to fix it up a bit. Like, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. I don't know how many things I made here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 14 now. 15, 16. Guess we can leave it like that. So then I think you need to do this and then this. I don't know if that's going to cause an issue. And then loop circle. Yeah, it's forcing that to do something weird. So circle and then circle. And then now that's forced itself into a perfect circle, which is why I said it didn't matter how it looked. I was going to bring it down into a circle eventually. So pull that down, push it in. But even I want to dissolve this edge here so it's just perfectly connected to that. Grab you and you again. Push this. I'm going to rotate this, I think, so the thing there works better. So there we go. Then you just need to extrude this and then scale it on the X and then shift Y this time because we want it to be the X and Z, not we don't want the Y to be getting in the way. Then maybe about there. So now that is pulled down like that. Unfortunately, that kind of goofed up a bit. Because how this is set up, that's no problem though. Because you can just go ahead and grab this and kill that face. And same thing on the bottom, kill that face. Then come over here. And fill this in. Then grab that edge and just click fill until you get to the other side. I don't know if this will fill in naturally. It will, so I don't have to do anything. And then you just go ahead and grab this and fill that in, and then there you go. Perfect. Trying to bevel these edges is going to be a problem. I think I actually want to take this and extrude it in. So extrude and then scale just to pull that in. And I wanted to do that because I want to grab the edges here we have to grab this too. Yeah, I want to grab the edges there and bevel them so they're rounded. So bevel that. So now that's just slightly rounded, though something wrong is happening here. Why, when I bevel this, does that happen? Like, yeah, why does that happen when I do that? I'm killing the face there so I can see what's inside. Yeah, there's nothing weird happening there. It's just a matter of this, I guess. That doesn't want to let you bevel appropriately. I mean, you could just remove this and then bevel it and then reattach it if you want to, which I'm probably just going to do, which means I didn't have to go through all this trouble if I was just going to do that anyways, but oh well. So let's kill the faces there. Then grab this just to get out of our way and like pull it back so we can see. Then take the corners of this and there, and then fill that in. Then we can take all the edges again and then bevel them, this time for real. No, it's still doing it. It's still acting weird. That's so weird. What if I just bevel just this one piece? What is that gonna look like? Does that have something to do with like grabbing them all at the same time? Yeah, because look, that one's doing it weird as well. I don't know why they choose to... See, that's perfect. But why does this one... Like, why is that doing that? Why are you beveling that way? For something like this, I actually don't know why something like that is happening. I literally couldn't tell you why Blender is doing that. You know, why this can't be moved. It's like, why is this little corner here specific? It's just that little piece doing that. Is it the faces, like mesh normals set from face? Now that doesn't look right. Recalculate outside, mesh normals set from faces. Okay, that's fine, but I don't think that's going to solve our problems. That still bevels perfectly fine. Okay, that is now 2. Maybe that is just what the issue is. The normals acting up. I'm scared to, like, try and bevel everything together. In case we have that issue again. It looks like everything's fine though, so I'm just gonna believe that it's fine. So now we take this, insert face into that, remove the face, and we're just gonna sew this together. So I'm gonna merge vertices at last. Click that, merge vertices at last. I still had this connected, whoops. We're gonna grab this and then this, merge at last. This and this, merge at last. And then you and you merge at last. So now that's all connected, so I'm just gonna do the same thing and recalculate outside, set from faces. Kind of just making this harder than it really needed to be, but oh well. I believe I'm going to cut there. Jesus Christ, the freaking normals are just permanently ruined, and I have to reset them every freaking time. And I'm going to bevel that so that it's like a curve. So once again, normals, recalculate outside. Mesh normals, set from faces. Then I'm going to maybe do this. Grab that edge there, and then mark seam so that I can grab everything on the inside and shade smooth. On that, I kind of needed this to have more edges to it, because now it's like two, what you call it, I could maybe add a solidified of it, and a solidified subdivision surface, but it's gonna screw this up. Yeah, like a subdivision fixes this, but it ruins this in the process. Like, so, like, I mean, it looks nice being like that, but I would prefer it to be flat, like it was supposed to be in the first place. I could, of course, like cut into this, but oh well, we'll just like live with that for now. I think that's fine, so we can apply that. I really should have given this more faces. All I really need is like this to be subdivided, which you know what we could do? Undo that mirror that I just did. Come back and edit this. I'm going to come in here and mark seam here. I'm going to kill the face there, so I can select all of this. I'm gonna press P and selection. Now what that has done is made this its own object, and then I'm just going to apply this subdivision. 2 times? Is 1 time enough? I think 1 is good enough, and I'll just apply that. I'm going to duplicate this for later. Then we're going to go ahead and join. Well, let me get rid of the mirror on this. Mirror and the subdivision on that. I'm going to go ahead and join this together. So that we have that. Then we can come into here and try and fit this back together. Now it has like moved around the subdivision here, so it might be a bit difficult to get this in. I might just remove vertices here. Yeah, just remove that like that. I could cut into this down the middle, no problem. I don't have an issue with that. And the sides, I'll have to map this, so not map it, do the normals. Can I just grab this and just fill it on the side? Yeah, I can. Because it's perfectly symmetrical or what have you. So like that, then again, I have never had issues with normals this many times until doing this series, so that's annoying. Yeah, there we go. Now we can apply the mirror there, and then we need to go ahead and fill in the top and bottom of this thing. Get rid of the glass and the bottom. What is the bottom? was gonna call this the tube. I say pole, but yeah. The pole? I don't know. They only hide the bottom. Edit this, and then grab this and fill that in, and then grab you and fill that in. Then I'm going to parent this. Is this and this parent this object into the pool. So now this is connected to that. And this might as well be parented to that. So again, when I pull the bottom, it does that because we want to fill this in. Move that down so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. So now this does go through that hole. The bottom. I feel like there should be air down there, so the way it's positioned is fine. Just cut to move the mic again. Now I made a duplicate of this so that I could. I need to fill that hole in, otherwise the geometry is going to be all out of whack. We don't need that. We could like put a fill here, subdivide that, and then fill like that. Might have to like rotate this to there. 90 degree. Oh, now it rotated on the way I was looking instead of what you call it. So this is at the top. That should have like a set origin to geometry. That should be centered well enough. I don't really think it is though, just looking at it. We can only hope that it is. I mean, if it seems good enough. So this is supposed to be about here. Then we are going to come in here and edit this. Subdivide that. Yeah, maybe not. Do need to subdivide this. Turn it into a circle. Then extrude it up. This tells me that this is in fact crooked, and I can actually see that it's crooked. So you'd see that this line isn't with the blue there. So select everything. I'm just going to rotate it. I'm just going to keep zooming in. Can't zoom in any more than this. And then just rotate. And then try and get that to be as close as possible. It's never going to be perfect, because it's human error, but that's good enough. Extrude that up into that. Take this and standard insert faces. I'll even give you some cuts. This should be fine. We could lift it up a bit, like pull this up and then pull this up to kind of make that look better. Not better, but have it bend down into the metal there. This needs to be pulled up too. Like that. And I'll leave it like that. And I should just do that. And then pull this up. All of this up. To make it look like that. That seems fine. Should be shaded smooth, but we'll just confirm that. And how big is this thing? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? You should be parented to that. So again, this is all of that now. Then we just gotta add the color. Your metal. Your metal. You're already metal. I think everything is together now, right? We've finished the needle itself. We should have lines on this, but I feel like I'm too lazy to do that. Yeah, there we go. That is perfect, except this metal looks fake, which is what's annoying me about it. It doesn't look like real metal. Well, not necessarily like real metal, but it looks like poor quality metal. But if I bring the roughness down, it's still the same thing. It still looks poor quality. And changing the IOR doesn't make a difference. Coat down, maybe? The coat does do something, so I guess I'll turn the coat off. I don't think it's the Frenzel's fault either. Fresnel. It just looks fake no matter what. It just shines in a way that causes it to look bad. I might need a different HRI or HDRI. I guess we can just have it maxed on roughness. Why is the metallic down though? The heck? It can just be maxed out and just look ugly. There's nothing I can do about it. As far as like that goes. Then we need to go ahead and do the fluid like I was saying. Oh, actually let's do the glass part first. Which shouldn't be too hard. I want to just cheese things, so we're gonna go ahead and actually do we want to do that? It's fine. Insert faces here. Give me a 0.2 on that. And that was there, so with these. Actually, that wouldn't really do anything with it. I did this. Is there a way to change this? I forget how to. I think there is a way to just do each face, but I'm not sure. Could just do this, but that's like not accurate. And we're just trying to be lazy right now. Where I'm placing it isn't being put down there. It's like all you can do is just every other. Because this is thinner than this, which is like the biggest problem. I think you have to like grab every other one instead of the ones you would want to take, which is every single one. Just taking that. Is there more space here than there is here? I don't think so, right? And you just come over here, add a new thing, new, black, assign, go to shading, kill this, add inputs RGB, make it black, and then plug it in. So you just have the harsh black lines on it. I don't know if there's any way for me to get like a decent, decent way to get other lines in there. I mean, you could just do it. I mean, again, I'm just trying to be as lazy as possible. That's why we're doing it so poorly. I might just go ahead and do next as we skip that one and that one. That's you. Yeah, it's fine. I think I could like cut this, but I don't think so. But if we just wing it, like it doesn't have to be literally perfect, right? Just like grab every other one. I don't know if anyone can even tell. Grab every other one and just move it up. Because there's more space here than there's here, so you just take that and just scoot it up. Like there. And then just do it again. Just gotta remember the sizing. I'm going to boost this by 1. Maybe even drop the others down by 1. Even though this has like no measurement reality, you would never like have it measured this way, right? There's one more than that. There's one more than that. It would never look like this. You. So it's this. Gotta like eyeball where this should be. This line looks thicker than everything else, so you could like use that to be like, okay, we need to go past that line and then assign that to the glass. So that should have shortened all the originals. Yeah. Might have gone a little bit too far. Question mark. which means I could just, I don't know, do that. Assign it to glass. Well, that might have been like 2. I removed too much that time. There, maybe? That might be fine. Question mark. Okay, now grab you, pull you down. Let's just make sure everything is scaled. Pull this to about there, perhaps. Doesn't leave a lot of room for liquid, but oh well. The thing that we've been doing before, which is duplicating the object that the stuff goes into. I'm gonna hide the original. I'm gonna apply that. It's gonna name this liquid for now. No. I'm gonna call it juice. So now we need to take that. No. Needs to be here. Take that, and then try to find the bottom as well. It's this here. Mark that seam. Now we can take everything on the outside and delete it. I'm just going to clear all the seams on this clear seam. That should be fine. There we go. We do need to actually make this, what you call it? I'm gonna maybe like remove all the insides, so. And there could be an easier way to do this, but the problem with Blender is like the tedium is tedious. That's just art in general, right? It's just all tedium. Dissolve edges. Gets to there. That's what I needed to see. Then put that to here. Just try and get it to be flush with that. Hollow. I think it is hollow. Need to fill this in. Insert faces to like about there, and I think I'm gonna pull this down. Then we need to see the top of that. That's there. Needs to remove both of these. Yes, now we have that. Now we need to give this a color. What do I want it to be? Like, it's not gonna be blood. I kind of want it to be blue. Like, or purple. Not this purple, because I hate this color, but like a purple. And like I said before, I hate this like fuchsia color. I mean, I end up using what I'm drawing as like a color, a temporary color to make things stand out so I can see it against other things, but there's something about it, I just hate it. So we could go with that, we can go with blue again. I mean, green makes sense, like it's radioactive green. Like neon. Or not neon, like highlighter yellow. I might just go with highlighter yellow. So now I'm going to add some stuff to make it not look like trash. The transmission, even though we've already come to the conclusion that transmission is horrendous, it does make it look, kind of nice though. It actually is doing its job right now. I think I do want to actually cut this into a few pieces though. There you go. Now, does subsurface do anything again? Because it didn't do anything yesterday. Yeah, it looks like it's still broken somehow. Maybe it's just the color, I don't know. I don't think you can see anything through this. I had to do the same thing we did before, which is like an alpha hashed. Then I 0.99. So you can actually see through it. Okay, so it's not really that see-through. 0.4. Because I can't see the lines on the other side. I have to like really lower the transparency. 0.5. I don't want to use alpha blend because we all know what's going to happen if we use alpha blend. You can like see the lines back there. Backface culling. It's like, oh great, now I can't see anything. Like you can completely see straight through it. I don't want that. I don't want it to just be perfectly see-through like that. Because it's just like, this top part doesn't even exist anymore. So, culling it is, and you can kind of see through. We're going to give it the bubble treatment again, even though it's kind of... I feel like this would kill you, question mark. Are we on frame 0? We're on frame 1. 100 seed. Let's go with 1. Frame 1. Add like a sphere. It can just stay down there. It can have the juice, but then juice 1, so I can actually modify it. Velocity 0. Let's see. Render object. Icosphere. Random scale, but like they need to be shrunk down below that too. And where is the volume? I need to see the volume. We've done this like several times now and I forget where it exists at. Because I don't think it's down there. Render scale object. I just have to click on everything because I'm just so dumb. I cannot remember where. Oh, here it is. Volume. It's just an unfortunate part is like it always just goes outside, even though I want it to be inside the object. Like, come on, get in there. Yeah, they're on the inside rather than the volume. Like, go inside the object, please. Like, I'm gonna bring them down anyways, but it's annoying that it does not. Okay, so increasing the velocity did end up putting them on the inside for some reason. I don't know why that works, but some of them aren't like perfect, but we can just fix that in post. So give me random sizes again. Don't want it to be there, so let's drop that by 1 again. Do we want like 100? Or we want more than 100? I'm gonna change the color of this too, by the way. 120. And then redo my velocity again. And then we are gonna come down here to juice 1, because I think I want it to be a different color. You want it to stand out inside. Maybe not like a harsh. I was gonna make it be like a harsh contrast, but maybe just like an orange, or like I want it to be green or orange. I kind of like orange, but green is good too. I think I'm gonna go with orange though. I think that's good. We need to put the juice in like its own collection so that when I apply the particles, make them real instances. When I make them real instances, it'll be fine. I feel like a lot of them actually just still popped out of the thing, so I'm just gonna. I was gonna like do some of them by hands, but like, I forgot like one of these is everything together. Or is it just like juice? That's me clicking on juice. It won't let me see it. Like I want to move this of my own free will, so I don't have to do too much nonsense with these. I'll take everything, all 120 of these, and join them. I don't know why it does that. Whoa. Did not like that. Like I have to. Well, actually, what I need to do is delete that. Then come to juice. Turn this off, but I have to actually turn it on to remove it. Then we can select everything. And join it together. And then set origin to geometry, and then scale it down a bit just to try to force it to get inside there. There we go. I might change the hashing of the cell so it's actually not as see-through. There we go. I don't know if we want these lines to be smaller. Question mark. I mean, I can do that, right? Just edit this. And just grab every other line from the top. Then just drag it down. Like that. Now that these lines are really thin, it makes it look less amateurish. And the only problem is this metal. Like, I don't know why it looks so ugly. Like, I don't know if anyone else thinks it looks ugly, but I think it looks ugly. We've been playing around with metal so much, and I don't know why, for some reason, this is just so bad looking. I guess I'll change the HDR for a second. I'm going to be using bathroom 4K. I mean, bathroom 4K seems to be fine. Let me look at that, because it doesn't stand out as much. It still looks weird though. I think the Frenzel is doing too much now. And now what happens if I take this to a 0.1 or a 0.2, just so that the shine gets removed a bit. That's okay. 0.1 maybe. Yeah, I think the bathroom HDR is better here. Gonna crank the emission here, and then we can turn on blue. It might not come through though. Yeah, it's not really shining the way I would want it to. I'm gonna crank it to 100, and this. Like it's shining, but I think because it's behind the glass, it doesn't. Is you want it to shine like this. That's just the angle, I guess, is making it look bad. We want to try for another color again. I think I preferred it just being like a slight off color than the actual thing. And that's fine. The middle looks okay too. We can see if we add the Fresnel back if it looks bad. No, it's fine. So this is connected to that. I need to maybe connect all this stuff back down. So this is all connected to that, though everything else should be connected to the glass. So all of this should be parented to that, the glass. So if I move the glass, okay, so the icos didn't get added to this. If I grab the glass, it moves everything. Because we wanted to like move this in a way to where it looks fine. Also, I'm going to modify this before we're done. I'm going to pull this out of it, I think. Pull this down. I feel like it's too big. I don't like how big the needle was. Like it was too long, but I might actually increase its size though. So grab that. Scale X minus the Z. And just so that the needle there actually shows up. And there we go. We are done with the syringe essentially. And now we can just spin this around however we want it to be. For the thumbnail. So now whenever I want to, I can just set these all back to 0 and it'll be back in the middle. So you want to rotate stuff outside of edit mode if you plan to set it back, because then I can just go 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and it's back in a acceptable place. Okay, I think I need to redo a few of these. Redo, redo, redo. Just get back in here. Might be a bit difficult to see the like a needle, I think, on the thumbnail. I don't know. Trying to make it as big as possible. After I am done recording, I literally take a thumbnail of this from OBS to use for the, well, I take a screenshot of this for a thumbnail for OBS. There we go. We have our syringe easy mode. Again, I need more suggestions. So again, please, I am begging you, give me suggestions. I'm like struggling here with like little tiny things that I can make in an hour and a half every day. But yeah, we'll see what tomorrow will be. This is kind of bugging me a little bit, but that's what it's supposed to look like, so oh well. But yeah, cuties, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers. I think about becoming a member. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because you're working on watch time and subscribers. And don't forget we have a throne now as well. And shout out to the members, EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and Alexgkiller 880. Yeah, cuties. Thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, hype, and comments. Again, don't forget to hype. If you do like these videos, you know what to do. See ya.